What's going on, YouTube? Welcome back to Game Changers. We're back with more NFL predictions for this week coming up. Happy early Halloween. Wearing my, looking like the Great Pumpkin. We missed week 8. I apologize about that. Just life got busy. But we're going into week 9 now of the NFL predictions. Recap real quick. Week 7. I'm not doing too hot in this. I went 6-7 on my picks, so I'm definitely betting under 500. My brother's out again. He went to bed early, so he's out for these picks for week 9. But I wanted to get them to you guys before Thursday. Even though I'm not doing too good, I enjoy doing this, so it's just a fun hobby to do. And hopefully I'll do a little bit better this week. I think the picks are going to be, a couple are going to be a little bit tough, but for the most part, I think I got it. So this Thursday, we got 49ers versus the Cardinals. Cardinals have been about a 500 team, but they're pretty impressive. They're young, and they got some good players, but Chase Edmonds being hurt, and also David Johnson, obviously. I think, and the 49ers being undefeated, and they're showing that they're a legit team. I got 49ers over the Cardinals, even though the 49ers are on the road. I like their run game and I like their defense. I think their defense is going to trick up Kyler Murray, and it's going to be a long night for him. So my prediction, 49ers over the Cardinals. Next game, I got Texans over the Jaguars. I like the Jags. I like Gardner Minshew. They got to really choose what they're going to do at quarterback when Nick Foles comes back. And then also the Texans, Deshaun Watson, he's for real. And DeAndre Hopkins, I think he's the best wide receiver in the game, just from longevity and how long he's been doing it for. So I think they're going to come. I think they're going to beat the Jags, and then we also got the next games, the Eagles and the Bears. Bears are struggling big time. I think they're starting to lose their identity of what they are. Mitch Trubisky is just not good. Their coach is just making some dumb decisions. So I got the Eagles over the Bears, and I believe that the Eagles over the past couple of years have kind of had the Bears' number, especially the playoff game. Crazy field goal situation, but I think the Eagles beat the Bears, and I think Alshon Jeffrey goes off on his old team. Next game is Vikings and the Chiefs. I think that's going to be a very exciting game. I think the downfall for the Chiefs is two things. They're still not establishing the run, and also Pat Mahomes being out is going to be tough because the Vikings are for real. Kirk Cousins is starting to play, and he was their weak point, but now he's starting to really ball out. So I got Vikings over Chiefs. And then the next game, we got Colts and Steelers. Steelers are just so injury-ridden. Obviously, Big Ben's been out all year. Mason Rudolph's pretty good, but I think the Colts are a solid team throughout, so I think the Colts are going to beat them, and then also James Conner's probably not playing, so I think that's going to be detrimental to the Steelers. Next game, my upset of the week, and this is going to be a tough one because this team is tanking, and I think sometimes on purpose, but I'm going to pick the Dolphins over the Jets. The Jets, their only win, they beat the Cowboys, who are, they could potentially win their division, which is crazy, but they look awful at some points. Sam Darnold, I know they played the Pats. Pats are an amazing team, but he looked awful against them. I think this game will be surprisingly fun to watch, but I'm going to pick the Dolphins. I think Fitzmagic pulls it off, and they get their first win of the year. I think it's very tough to win, obviously, every single game, but I think it's also tough to lose every single game as well. So this is a winnable game for the Dolphins. So that's my upset of the week. Next game is the Bills and the Redskins. Redskins have been awful all year. Bills just lost to the Eagles, so I think they're going to be a little upset about that, and I think they're going to come back. And this is also my lock of the week. I got the Bills over the Redskins. Kind of a tricky one because the Bills are young, but I just think the Bills are going to beat the Redskins. Next game is Panthers and Titans. I got the Panthers over the Titans. Tannehill's been playing pretty well. I think he's 2-0 since he took over the starting job. But the Panthers got beat pretty bad by the 49ers last week. Christian McCaffrey is an amazing player, and Kyle Allen, I think, will put it together, and I think they'll beat the Titans, who are a mediocre team in my opinion. So I think the Panthers take that game. Next one is Lions and Raiders. Raiders, I think, are starting to fall down. They did get Tyrell Williams back, who I like a lot, but I think the Lions beat the Raiders. I think the NFC North is a very strong division. I think a lot of those teams are really good, and I think the Lions are going to show it. Not that they're playing outside the division. Next game is Seahawks and the Bucks. I got. It's hard to bet against Russell Wilson, especially this year. Their team's looking really good, and the Buccaneers don't look good at all. Jameis is he's almost got over 5 turnovers a game, so I got Seahawks over the Bucks, and I think the Bucks beat themselves. Crazy thing about the Bucks too is they arguably have one of the best wide receiving tandems in the NFL. Chris Godwin's amazing, and so is Mike Evans. But Jameis just got to get it together. Next game is the Packers and the Chargers. This is my highest scoring game of the week. I think these teams are just going to put up some numbers. The Chargers just fired their offensive coordinator, so I think that's going to give them a little bit of energy for this game. And then the Packers they're balling out this year. So I got Packers over the Chargers. I think the Chargers are just kind of at the end of the year just kind of overlook their team and see what changes they got to make, because they were picked in the beginning of the year to be potential Super Bowl contenders, which I know they've had injuries too, but you got to overcome that. Next game is the Browns and the Broncos. Broncos are now on to their backup quarterback. Never heard of him. I thought Drew Lock was going to take over. I know he was injured and on the IR, but I think they said he's off the IR this week. So I think the guy's name is something Allen. But so I got the Browns in this game. I think Baker Mayfield's team, he's been awful this year, but their team is very good on paper. So I think they're going to obviously pull out some wins. And Myles Garrett could be the key in this game. He could really just kind of make a rude awakening for this new quarterback. All right, last two, the Sunday night game. We got Ravens and the Patriots. Here's my other upset of the week. Patriots, it's very hard to go undefeated all season long. And Lamar Action Jackson, I think he presents a new problem for the Patriots. Obviously, they know how to scheme, and their defense is amazing. It's one of the best defenses in recent years. But I just have a weird feeling that Action Jackson is going to put on a show, especially after a bye. He's nice and rested, so we'll see what happens. It's another really bold pick, but when you got a losing record doing this, it's all right making bold picks, because I already look pretty bad making these picks. So, and then the last game, the Monday night game, Cowboys and Giants. I got the Cowboys over the Giants. I just think they're an all-around better team, so I got the Cowboys over the Giants. So those are my picks for Week 9. Make sure you comment. Let me know if you agree, if you disagree, what games you disagree with, and we can go back and forth on it. Also, comment, subscribe to Game Changers. We're trying to blow this page up, unedit it, because we don't know how to work technology besides clicking the button to start the camera. So God bless. Happy Halloween, which is tomorrow. And in this Halloween season, just reach out to somebody and just step out of your comfort zone, talk to people, talk to them about Christ, and just love on people. God bless. Talk to you soon.